Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's me and the lovely Debs back again for another one.
Hello.
How you, you know, how you doing? How you been over the last few days?
Oh, oh. Well, yesterday night was amazing.
Yeah,
We'll probably have a sports section so we can
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
it more later.
Okay.
But yes, yesterday night football match, Euros, England go through from the semis to the final was amazing.
Yeah,
Uh, and when I went into work, it's not like there's loads of like normal regular football fans that are all there, but they all
yeah,
know that I like it. So it's really cute because if they've enjoyed it or watched it, they'll be like, "Oh my God, Debs, are you really happy?"
yeah.
Um, and I've got a lovely colleague called Iris who's from Colombia, and obviously the Copa
Yeah.
del
Did
thing
you
is on
see
at
what
the
happened?
moment. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they went through as well,
yeah.
and her kids were born over here.
Okay.
Um, but she's obviously from there, and her little boy loves England and loves Colombia. He's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
the time of his
He
life right now.
completely made up.
Yeah.
Although, although yesterday for me, because my dad is actually, well, because my dad was born in Aruba, he's actually Dutch. So for years, I've always rooted. For some reason, I always root for the Dutch, I always root for the French, and obviously the English. And obviously yesterday it was like, hmm. Obviously, I want England to go through.
My don't get me wrong, I love Nathan Ake, right? From the time
Yeah,
when he was at Bournemouth, we adore him. And so it was really hard for me because half of me was like, I just really want Ake to do well, but
yeah,
I need England to go through. Sorry, sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Love him. Yeah, no, awesome. So
How's everyone else going? How's Couch K? Have you been,
oh yes, so I'm week 8 this
week?
week, which is
Yeah,
8 minutes. So I've done my 3 25 minutes.
yeah.
And now I start my 3 28 minute ones. So very good. And then next week's the last week. And then that is 3 30 minute ones. So
Okay,
yeah, it's cool.
amazing. What have we been doing? Obviously, running around in London. Obviously, I had to drive this week, and unfortunately, my car. A couple of weeks now, my car is not ULEZ apparently, even though it's super efficient.
Oh,
Um, I actually got caught. I tried to set up there's something called autopay for London ULEZ, where it sort of sends you an invoice at the end of the month and it pays the days that you've been in and out of London,
yeah.
or wherever you've been caught. And this bloody thing didn't work.
Oh
So I got 5 ULEZ fines,
no. Bye.
5,
How much?
270 quid. So
Just for
they're
driving in and around London.
yeah, they're 90 quid each.
Dude, can you claim it back by proving that you had the app somehow?
Now I called them up and they said that when you pay on that, because I had to call to see if you do a certain date. And when they called, they said, "Oh yeah, we can't backdate it more than 3 days over the days that you've done." And I was like, "Well, that's kind of
Oh, of
like,
course you can't.
yeah, that's kind of bullshit." 'Cause I said, "If you set up auto pay, how are you going to send me an invoice at the end of the month?"
Yeah, ridiculous.
So you should be able to go through whatever days that you had paid, that you've been in there, check that you have been caught
Yeah.
and pay. But the thing is, the way they've done it is you don't know if you've been caught until they send you a fine.
Oh my God. Everybody is just out for cash.
Yeah, I mean, London is a, I know, obviously I grew up there, whatever, but
I just don't drive there. I would
I'm,
always just train it and deal with it.
I'm glad I moved out. To that, and it's just I feel like London's a social experiment to make piss people off.
It sounds awful. I mean, just
Yeah,
literally ridiculous. I'm all for, cleaner air and shit, but
yeah.
come on.
Paying for it ain't gonna help it, and all the other stuff that's going on in London way more pollutes the air than anything
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
It's just a huge
Big
money grab.
corporations that
Yeah,
don't then get, yeah.
it's just a huge money grab. They know that because someone has a license plate, it's easy to catch them, and it's just insane. Obviously,
Yeah.
most days I do try to ride my motorbike, but the odd few days, I just can't deal with 2.5 hours on the bike on the motorway.
Yeah, I cannot imagine because I've never been on a motorbike.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the different level of attention and
Yeah.
stuff that it must take.
Oh, you have to be so switched on. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously,
And
not just what you'll.
physically as well. Like
Yeah.
surely, even though you're basically upright, I
Yeah.
imagine if it's a bit windy and stuff, like you're
Oh,
still up,
when it's
like on
windy,
the
when cars are just like in your way, it's just it's so annoying. Sorry, should do that.
Was it like a unicorn or something? Like,
It was my daughter's scooter.
oh, okay.
Yeah, she got a little battery powered scooter.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, yeah. So being on the bike, all this stuff like yeah, just being on the bike is literally it's great when I'm in London because you're not stuck in traffic all the time. But
Yeah.
but that ride, especially at 4 a.m. in the morning,
Oh, dude, no.
can break you.
Anything at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but yeah, other than having to pay that, was pretty annoying week, but
Oh, it's
it's been
literally
okay.
just like money for nothing, isn't it? That's
Exactly.
yeah, I hate that.
And that's what I feel. That's what I feel with London. Not only do I have to pay my fuel, go back and forth, whatever. Luckily, I have a job that obviously pays me to do certain things, but still, it's like
Yeah, I
I'd
know.
rather use my money for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably not for myself. Obviously, it goes to other people and my bills, my kids. But what I mean. At least at least it's not extra on top.
Correct.
How's Mama? She okay?
Mama's good. Yeah, she is really good. I have got a lovely FaceTime with her on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Can't wait. She's really been enjoying the tennis. She's also very good at watching the football. She doesn't watch any other football, but she's very good with England.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, and my sister, hates football, but she's again super cute. She'll be like, good luck
Yeah.
tonight. I've got everything crossed. Like, and she won't watch it or anything, and she'll be like,
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated because she knows if they win, then I'll be really happy. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very sweet. But yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously we send a cat meme or three to each other every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what else happened this week? This week my sister's birthday was
Oh
on
yeah, I saw
Monday.
that. Did you see her?
I
Was
have
it
yeah, I did see her. She's actually she went to Lanzarote for a couple of days.
oh nice.
Yeah, my sister travels.
Little breakaway. Oh,
Yeah, she travels maybe
people
what
just love it, don't they?
6, 7 times a year.
Oh wow. Yeah, my friend Babe is like that. She really just loves to get away.
Yeah, I don't blame her. You know what I mean? So if I was her, I
With
would as
all the
well.
airport, like
Yeah,
the time before and then the waiting and then
yeah. So apart from like getting on the planes, plane delays, and all that sort of stuff, most of the time she travels around Europe. She travels on her Dutch passport, so she
okay.
doesn't have to deal with a lot of the British queues.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I haven't got my Dutch passport yet, but both my brother and sister do. And
Yeah,
whenever
I
they,
was gonna say you should like get
so
it sorted.
I've got to renew mine anyway. Coming up, I think I've only got like 7 months on my one, so I'm going to do both of them.
Do it. My colleague from India who works in Bournemouth, he's lived here for loads of years, but still obviously on his the work visa. He
Yeah.
he just got his travel visa sorted because he's never actually, other than England,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
never been anywhere in Europe.
Okay.
Obviously been to India and far further, but yeah, he's so excited. He's off to France.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's nice. I love that it makes people happy.
Yeah. All right. So jump into this week's top three. Now, I didn't ask anyone for this one. This one was one that I just decided because of the launch of the brand new movie on Netflix.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it made me think in my head, like, oh, I really like this guy. I've loved him for years. Why not go over some of his best work? Or, in
Yeah.
my opinion, what I think some of his best work is.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
this great man, he is an actor, he's a singer,
He's a
he's
stand-up comedian.
one of the best stand-up comedians
Great comedian.
of all
Yeah.
time. Uh, director, he's just
Father of
super
a Spice Kid.
father of Spice Kid. Yeah, the multi-talented Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Man,
I
when I
remember
think,
watching his stand-ups like 20 years
oh,
ago,
oh yeah, oh,
you know?
I think I was maybe 12, 13 when I saw
Yeah.
Raw, and then like Delirious, was just like me and my friend Aaron would
So
watch it
good.
back to back, and we would just quote the jokes to each other
Yeah, his
all the
timing is
time.
brilliant.
Yeah,
It
all the
really is.
time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was happy with this choice. I'm an immediate when you said it, I had like an instinct, immediate instinct. I was like, boom, top three.
yeah,
And then obviously I like to make sure I've not missed anything. So I'll always
yeah,
have to scroll through their work on IMDb. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
I've forgotten about that one. Oh my God, I've missed that one. And so it did change after I'd
yeah,
actually, I'm still a couple of instincts are in there, but
yeah.
yeah.
You do realize that with him though, when I was looking back, he is truly an 80s, 90s legend. He was what Kevin Hart is today.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, he was in so much. And also, even if his movies aren't that highly rated, right?
yeah.
They're still not like most of them are not bombs.
No,
You know, they're pretty good. And he has worked for some really cool people.
you know, he's been there to make you laugh forever.
Yeah.
When you look at if you look at some of his old movies, guys who are popping now, he put them on in the first place. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he opened the doors to a lot of people,
Yeah. And I
especially
was
like
like,
comedians and sort of like now potentially now more serious actors as well.
yeah, I think he definitely led the way for a few people, didn't he?
Yeah,
And I was like, rom-com, drama-com,
yeah,
action comedy. Like it wasn't just even pure comedy, which obviously his stand-up was, but
yeah,
he's actually he's quite a good actor.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's done anything super, super serious, but
You know,
he absolutely holds his own as a
yeah,
different character. So
exactly. And he's one of the first people who ever, as far as I know, was able to play multiple people within the same movie.
yeah, which hasn't been done many times.
No, and I think the fact that
I'm just gonna see how
yeah,
old he is.
I think he's got to be
One
about
in
what?
60. Oh, he's an April baby like me.
Yeah. So is he now 62?
So he was born 3rd of April 1961.
So he's 21 years old, 22 years older than me.
63?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was close.
you were.
Yeah. That's fast maths.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I've never said it's a strong suit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Who's going first? Who's going first?
um
It was yours. Do you want?
okay. All right, I'll go first. Now I'm in two minds here because I have two that will fit in that third spot. I could either go nostalgia or I could go watchability.
Well, I had two as my number two last week, didn't I? So do you
Yeah.
want both of them as your number three?
Uh all right, I'll say both of them. No. Let me
Or push one
go.
into your honourable mentions. Why have you
Okay.
okay, why have you picked your other why have you picked number two and one? For watchability or
Watchability, classic ability. Yeah, watchability, these ones I can watch over and over again.
so maybe stick with that theme and bump the other one to your honourables?
Okay, in that case then, my number three is the film Tower Heist
Oh, yes.
with Ben Stiller, Matthew Broderick. You know, I enjoyed that film immensely. Like his character in that.
Yeah.
I
And again, it's
like,
fast, right?
yeah, it was like a proper star-studded cast.
Yeah.
And, just the theme of the story, very Ocean's 11-esque,
Mm-hmm.
but done by like seemingly like novices.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing that you think could be pulled off because when you have those super elite rich people, they don't know the day-to-day in and out things that happen to just appease them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, to
whereas,
make everything like
yeah, so like that assistant or that like manager or something like that who knows every inch of or every moment that needs to be catered for you could definitely like bring you down if they needed to. Yeah,
definitely. That's a
I
good one.
really,
It was in my mentions, so
yeah. So yeah, for me, I'll go with Tower Heist as my number three.
cool. Okay, so my number three is my I've got two nostalgic ones. Again, this is all about me and my sister.
Yeah,
But this one is the most that if we were like, oh, Eddie Murphy films, then we would both pick this one.
yeah,
And I don't know that many other people that are, again, I know loads of people have watched it, but
yeah,
of my friends, I
yeah.
think they'd all go, what? I don't know that film. So
Okay.
my number three is The Golden Child.
Oh my God, that's in my honorable mentions. But
Excellent.
what, like at that time, I think I watched it like mid 90s or whatever. It would come on the ITV movies on a like bank holiday or something like that. It was so cool. Like the
So
action
good.
scenes.
Yeah. So
Like
again,
if I look,
he plays that detective, right?
yeah,
Which he does love that role, which he
yeah,
has played a few times, isn't he? Um, and he's got to go and find, for those people that haven't seen it,
yeah,
this special child before he gets like taken by
yeah,
baddies.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Basically, he's very special, and the dark forces in the world want to get rid of him.
yeah. How funny is he in that movie? Like his one-liners is like,
Even though it is quite serious, right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Like
supposed. He's got a few films that are supposed to be serious, but then
yeah.
his
What do
little
they class
quips.
it as? Oh, action adventure. They've still
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
action adventure, but yeah. We loved it. Obviously one of the most memorable scenes. So the kid is super fucking cute,
yeah,
like
yeah.
adorable. And the lady, beautiful.
Oh, she's
Um,
stunning. Yeah,
so pretty. Um, but yeah, the one scene of the horrible person is where he
yeah,
puts the blood in the rice, like it's almost like rice pudding, and then
yeah,
mix it up.
yeah.
They want to make him eat it, so
There's a
he
ritual. Yeah,
gets
the
that.
ritual there. Yeah.
Yeah, literally could not eat like porridge or rice pudding and jam for so long afterwards. All I think.
Oh, please. That's one of my favorite things, rice pudding with jam. But like rice pudding when I was in school, they had the best jam and the best rice pudding. And like I've never been able to emulate that
Oh.
anywhere else. Although there's a supermarket, I think it's Marks and Spencer's, their rice pudding. You get the right strawberry jam in that, it's like, yes, close. But nothing will ever compare to 90s school dinners.
Oh, yeah, loved
Yeah.
it. Great film. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
definitely worth a watch.
The Golden Child was such a classic. I feel like I want to watch it again. It's been so
Yeah,
long
I know,
since
me
obviously
too now.
like since so long since you had like terrestrial channels where those were the only things you had. Obviously, by now the categories or the amount of music, the movies that are out now
Yeah.
that wouldn't hardly ever be on rotation again. But like as a '90s kid, it comes like a bank holiday or like that period in between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh,
As a
yeah.
kid, oh wow, what a what
Hopefully
a
it'll be on
what
sort
a
of available
generation!
somewhere.
Yeah, what a generation!
Yeah, we were lucky.
Yeah. All right. So my number two, again, him bringing in a another funny man to as a supporting actor. Actually, this actor's son is married to Eddie Murphy's daughter, and that
I don't
is
know who that is.
it's the film Life, starring Martin Lawrence.
Life?
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is one where
look
they
this up while
are
you talk about it.
yeah. So this is one where they are two guys back in the 1930s, and they
Okay.
got they want to make some money, and it's set in the middle of the Prohibition era, or whatever. So they go to this town, which is very much a backwater town where it's set in like quite obviously a racist time, and they end up getting set up by the local sheriff, and
Oh.
they get given a life sentence, and it's
Oh.
based on them being put away for like 65 years, and it shows their journey of them trying to consistently escape.
Yeah. Is it a comedy still?
It's a comedy. It
Oh,
is hilarious.
really? I want to
It's
see it.
it's hilarious. It's got some of the best urban comedians of that time period, especially one
Was
of my
that
favorites,
was that
Bernie
big
Mac.
big guy?
Yeah, you can't have. I want your cornbread. You can't have my
Yeah,
cornbread.
wasn't that Michael Talaferro? Wasn't he the one in
Yeah,
Replacements as well?
yeah,
Was he the one that protected Thingy? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's got a really good cast.
yeah. And Bernie Mac, the great, legendary, rest in peace, Bernie Mac was in it as well.
Yeah.
Life is
Oh yeah, look
hilarious.
at that Bernie.
Yeah,
There's a lot of famous people in there.
yeah.
Oh, I'll have to have a little look.
Like I literally could watch that movie once a week.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Does it have a good ending? There's a
It
comedy.
does have a good
They
ending.
get
Like
out.
they end up getting out
Oh,
after,
good.
like, remember I said they were put away for like 65 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a long time. Oh.
Yeah. And like the friendship between them, how they have their like they fall out all the time, but they just they're the best of best friends sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, yeah,
Awesome.
life number two. For me, there's only one other film that I was jockeying between this and my number one, but
Oh,
my number one is what it is, and like yeah, so this had to go to number two.
okay.
I really enjoy life.
Nice. So my number two is an out and out comedy.
Yeah,
Again, used to watch it with my sister all the time. There are so many little bits from it that if you've seen it, and one of my friends, well, twins, Emma and Marianne, they absolutely love it as well. And I remember we just used to do like little bits from it, or we would quote it and stuff.
the Mackenzies. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course you
I know the
You've been knowing them
Mackenzies.
longer than I've known.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because I used to talk about
I
my
saw
work
Marianne.
friends and stuff that you don't know.
Yeah, I saw Marianne the other day in Zara actually.
Yeah, they had their birthday, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't seem to age though. They haven't
Oh
aged
my
at all.
God, they look incredible. And lovely.
And I see Emma at my gym sometimes.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty
Yeah,
good. I think she
yeah, yeah.
tries hard to
Oh, yeah.
get her steps in and
Oh, she
stuff.
stays.
And
She stays.
Max does a lot more than she used to as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They both got a trainer now. They stay in. Well, yeah. Obviously, Emma just stays in great shape all the time. So
Yeah, so pretty.
yeah,
Of course, you know them. How funny.
yeah,
So my number two
yeah.
is Coming to America.
Oh my God, that's my number one. That's my number one.
Okay, let's take it back. Let's take it back. I'll do
No,
my
no,
number one.
it's fine. It's fine. I'll put my honorable mention in there after that.
Mate.
But yeah, what a movie.
Oh, so good. It's so good. Like, are you actually obviously it's a comedy, but
Yeah,
you really feel for him, like the
yeah,
way through. Like he's so lovely,
yeah.
so well brought up. And
Prince Akeem from Zamunda. Like he's terrible. One thing you know about Eddie Murphy is he's hilarious, but his accents are terrible.
yeah, not as strong.
It's not a strong suit. Like I see him
I
when he tries to
loved
do,
this character though.
yeah, when he tries to do like Caribbean accents, it's shocking. And then when he does like African accents, it's like, are you what is going on? But hands down, like I think there's only very few people on the planet who can say that they don't like coming to America.
Oh my God, so funny. Like,
good morning, my neighbors.
fuck off.
Yes, fuck you too.
There's so many bits. Obviously, the opulence of where
Yeah.
they live and how everything is done for them.
Yeah.
Literally everything. And then the soul
The royal
glow.
penis is clean, Your Highness.
The soul glow where they've got
Yeah.
and then they always leave a sticky patch on the chair.
Yeah.
The lady who like
Yeah. Oh. What do you like to do? Whatever you like to do, my son.
Anything you like. Where he gets caught out, where his buddy, is it Arsenio Hall?
Arsenio Hall, yeah.
Yeah, where he gets caught out pretending to be him because he
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to be the humble one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's doing all his cleaning and stuff. And I think she's really harsh to him, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
come on.
Oh, yeah. It's like even when he fixes up the apartment they're staying in, and he's like, no, I've told her that what we cannot. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got like a jacuzzi and all crazy. And isn't like Bar the elephant in it or something?
Yeah.
And I love the mum.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
not McDonald's. This is McDougal's. McDougal's.
Yeah, with the oh, dude, so brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, what a great movie. What a classic. It just you can't help but laugh. All the barbershop scenes are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Like the minister at the church, which obviously because it's both him and Arsenio both play multiple characters within the movie.
I really like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well done. Just brilliant. Like there's nothing about it that I don't like.
Yeah. Obviously, Coming to America 2 didn't reach the heights, but it did bring like a bit of nostalgia. But
it wasn't terrible,
it wasn't terrible, but
the first one,
the first one is will never be beaten. So great for your number 2. Obviously, it was my number 1, but hey, that's fine.
Do you want to talk about the one that you've put that you were going to put up top for your one instead? And then I'll do that as your number 1.
Obviously, we've got to mention that we put Shrek as like a gold category. Like Shrek is just like, yeah, he's just voicing the character, but Shrek is like a staple. You
can't have Shrek without Donkey.
No.
Like it's just not as good.
Yeah, and I have heard from a recent interview with Eddie Murphy that Shrek 5 is on the way, and there's going to be a Donkey movie as well. I think it comes out in about 2 years.
Babies. With all his donkey dragons.
Donkey dragons.
It's donkins. Drankies.
Yeah. Dragonkies.
Yeah. I literally adore Donkey. He is my favourite thing about those movies. Like,
can I stay with you?
Sweetness.
Can I stay with you?
Yeah, right, but at least he asks. He's really good at communicating.
Yeah, not like Pinocchio and the rest of them.
But he also calls him out on his shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what friends do.
So I actually look forward to seeing. I look forward to seeing like the Shrek 5 and Donkey movie with the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my honorable mention that just fell out of the top spot was Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, that was in my mentions. That's good. Yeah.
Like
I actually really like the cover of that.
Yeah, nostalgic wise, I enjoyed that one. But great John Witherspoon, rest in peace, was in there, and it was just like it started off. It could have been a really good horror. Like the first, say, opening 25 minutes or so, it really sets you up for like a decent horror.
Yeah.
And then obviously the one-liners come in, the makeup and prosthetics of the time period definitely showed, especially if you watch it back now. I'm pretty sure the person who did that was the same person who worked on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Effing love Buffy though.
Exactly. Actually, one of my clients, I was training them, and her daughter was trying to watch the TV, and she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go upstairs and watch Buffy." I was like, "What?" Huh? And she's only like 10. I was like, and the other ones were watching Friends downstairs. I was like, "You really raised these kids right?"
Yeah, you were like, excellent job.
Excellent job. So Vampire Brooklyn, had some hilarious moments. I remember one scene where his familiar was like washing his car, and all of a sudden his arm breaks off. He just tucks it under his shoulder, like nothing's going on.
Yeah, because isn't it that she doesn't know?
He doesn't know that she's the descendant of a vampire.
Yeah.
And obviously he arrives. The fact his arrival is pretty much the same scene as when Morbius, in the Morbius movie, when the Morbius arrived back on that abandoned ship. Pretty much. In fact, there's a few films where the ship just crashes into that dock, and everyone's on the fleet is like dead. But I mean, but it is like that is like a what you'd kind of expect to see if everyone's dead and the boat is some massive boat comes flying towards the dock. So yeah, Vampire Brooklyn. Angela Bassett looked gorgeous in it as well.
Oh yeah, she's a stunner though, isn't she?
And she still is. Like we see, obviously, seen her recently in like obviously when she was in the Black Panther movies. Still like she still looks the same age.
Yeah, she's one that's got a wonderful presence about her as well.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. But yeah, so for me, honorable mention that just slipped out of my number 3. It's actually going to sit comfortably at number 4, Vampire in Brooklyn. So nice. What was your number 1?
I think my number 1 is really obvious. But again, and I'm glad you didn't mention earlier the new movie, because I was like, oh no, you're gonna smile. Again, me and my sister could literally voice over these films. We loved them, and so in honor of the new release of the new one, my number 1 is Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cops.
All of them, but
so before I watch
first one is fantastic.
The first one's fantastic. Great. Like, when they come out, I think it came out the year I was born.
Yeah. We honestly, oh God, we loved it.
Yeah. So what I've decided to do before I watch the new one is I'm going to go back, full nostalgia, watch all of them in a row.
Oh, good. That is a good binge, actually.
Yeah.
My sister's seen the new one and she said it was really good fun. Yeah. Obviously not quite the first one, but it's going to be. But yeah, good fun.
But they've tried to bring in as much as they could from like full nostalgia, obviously, with who's still alive, who's still around, who's still able to act.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many one-liners between either him and God, I forgot.
I know his partners.
Yes, and then his partners and their like slightly more annoying cop counterparts. Both captains.
Yeah, I remember not that long ago. Kibler, who we had on as a guest, he posted. He does art and stuff like that. He posted a picture, and he said, "Imagine if the next Bad Boys featured Axel Foley." And it was
wow!
And he said, "Beverly Hills Bad Boys." Could you imagine? Like, they'd have to get some crazy budget because the amount of destruction.
Yeah, that would be a right little mashup after you said Martin Lawrence was in that live. Yeah.
It's a very cool concept, and like shout out to Gibbs for that idea of Beverly Hills Bad Boys, but it's I think it's a very cool concept. But
patent it.
Yeah. So before we move on to other mentions or whatever, but yeah, definitely Beverly Hills Cops. I'm gonna start number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 3 was a bit hard. I remember like number 3 was a tough was a tough squeeze.
I choose to watch number 1 again and again and again and again, and I wouldn't mind watching 2 and 3, but certainly for me the first one is just fantastic.
And it just set a trend. Like I think I had my ringtone throughout most of my teenage years was do 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 do.
And have you ever wanted to wear that jacket more? Like,
of course,
literally like so famous.
Yeah. Detroit? Yeah. I remember I had that ringtone on my Nokia, all my Nokias.
Yeah, well, they did like an Axel F.
Yeah, Axel F. Like, was
a bit of a song, didn't they?
Yeah.
Took it. Yeah, that's how cool it was.
All right, so let's do a few honorable mentions.
Okay.
Obviously, I put in Vampire Brooklyn as a top spot, but I also had. I'm gonna have to pull up a list here because there are so many.
As well.
So Harlem Nights,
yeah,
which was for me nostalgic because Richard Pryor. So it was a little bit before my time, but I did watch a few Richard Pryor sort of obviously movies, also like Brewster Williams and stuff like that.
Definitely. The guy
Superman.
was actually himself
Yeah,
a
and
comedy timing genius, right?
yeah, Superman 3. You know, just like yeah, Richard Pryor, and obviously
His
there's a
face was brilliant.
yeah, and there's a guy called obviously Red Fox, who was again. I used to have to sneak when when his programs used to come on late night on TV. Like I had to used to sit there like and be like just trying to listen to it while my parents were listening, and I'm like just sitting there just like laughing and stuff like. Obviously, you shouldn't be able to get the jokes that he was saying, but yeah, these guys, Red Fox and Richard Pryor, and everything were like so vulgar, but it was like such comedic genius.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
one thing that
really
I
good.
would say about Eddie Murphy is a lot of his, I think, because a lot of people say why he's sort of not been as active. I think because a lot of the stuff that he did at his time period is very cancelable now.
Oh, you would not get away with it now.
So many of his movies,
Yeah,
you'll never get away.
yeah. And if that's what your comedy is, then you know, I guess you did have your time, and people can
Yeah,
still go back and watch it. But
yeah.
mm,
You know, so obviously like Kevin Hart now, obviously Kevin Hart is super Mr. Safety. He doesn't say anything out.
oh, I
And
love him.
and the times that he has, obviously he's apologized for everything. Luckily, Eddie, you know, obviously most people only know Eddie for like Shrek. But the ones of
Yeah,
us who were lucky enough to know Raw, Delirious,
yeah,
one of my honorable mentions was the film Trading Places.
yeah. Same, 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 same.
You know, Dan Aykroyd's character was a bit out there in that. So
Oh,
yeah,
good
so
old
I'll put in
school actor though, eh?
yeah, so I'll put in yeah, definitely Trading Places was in there. Yeah, Golden Child, Boomerang was one of my favorites.
Dude, I loved Boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got played, right? You know, there was
Yeah,
a bigger, better person doing
yeah,
it to
yeah,
him, and he finally got what it felt
yeah,
like. And
yeah.
do you know what? I've seen that quite a few times. She
Mm.
again,
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful.
stunning.
Um,
And then
and yeah,
young Halle Berry as well.
yes, yeah. A little doggy pretends to it's so
Yeah.
silly, but so good.
There's one
Yeah,
of
I really enjoy that.
more recent ones was Dolomite. I really enjoyed that. That was
Oh,
like
that's the one that I said I hadn't seen, but it's got
yeah.
really good, like it's like
Oh
7.3 on IMDb.
yeah, Dolomite is
It
hilarious.
looks really good, like the
You
premise of
like
it. So
it's based on a real character, but
yes,
like I said, this character that that's based on was definitely much in that period of like Red Fox and those sort of things where they were just like people couldn't believe what they were hearing. Like someone like that would be cancelled instantly. Like there'd be pickets outside their shows consistently.
yeah,
What else did I have? I had oh yeah, Doctor Dolittle. The
yeah.
first two.
I loved him in Doctor Dolittle.
Yeah, I think the first one came out like 90. I remember my sister, maybe 97, 96.
Yeah,
And
loved
it's
it.
just like the soundtrack for that was
I
fantastic.
just love
Even
animals that talk.
yeah,
Like,
another one I loved was the Nutty Professor. The Nutty Professor for me, the soundtrack. I have the soundtrack somewhere at my parents' house. Like, was probably one of the best R&B albums of all time. The
oh wow.
soundtrack to Nutty
Mm.
Professor. So many classic songs on there. So the soundtrack made that film even better. Because I remember that's when we used to have the box TV show, and you used to ring in, and it
Yeah,
cost you
yeah.
like £3.50 or whatever it was to get your song played. But like, obviously, I used to do my car
Can you
washing
imagine? Do
at
you
the time.
honestly that we used to do that?
Yeah,
And you would have to wait ages as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Like, it's not like you paid it and then it was instantly played because so many other people were
yeah. I
doing
know. And like people ringing in all the time to play like at the time Eminem, like what was his first song? Like, oh, why's my mind gone blank? Eminem's first song was
I don't actually know what his first song was.
oh
Sorry.
my god, because I remember hearing
Stan?
it. Huh?
Stan?
No, it wasn't the Marshall Mathers. It was what? Why has my mind gone blank? Hi, my name is Sir. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, my
FYI,
name
how
is.
amazing is his Abracadabra song?
Oh my god, it is. I play it all the time.
Literally, repeat,
Repeat.
repeat, repeat.
Every time I get in the car, and obviously when I first like have it set on a certain part of my playlist, so I was set so it runs to that like first or second, and then it goes to everything else.
Yeah, love it. Brilliant.
Abra, abracadabra, I wanna reach out and grab you. Abra, abracadabra.
So clever.
Oh yeah, so yeah, so yeah, I remember Hi My Name Is would be played like 7 times an hour, or so 8 times an hour.
Yeah.
You know, Fox Fresh, MTV was popping at the
MTV.
time. What a what I can't I know that's the same about nostalgia, but what an era
Yeah.
to be alive.
Totally, absolutely. Like when I think where I was at that time, like I was living with my family and
Yeah,
which house were we in and stuff. Like,
yeah. What I thought was crazy, I figured out the other day, that in 4 years' time, I would have been in Bournemouth for 20 years. And I'm like, I'm not
oh,
that old yet. What the
yeah, I might have already been in Bournemouth for 20 years. Have I? It seems really. Yes, no, I actually think that's it. So it was the promotion season for Bournemouth when we beat Lincoln
Yeah,
in the final at Cardiff.
yeah,
So I moved like 6 months before that or something.
yeah,
It was possibly 2003, 2004
yeah,
season. Yeah, so which is technically 20 years,
yeah.
right?
This is madness.
I
This
know
is
it's huge.
madness.
Like, how
Like,
quickly does our life go?
I know. I'm like, that's just it just made my stomach go a bit crazy like that. It's sad. I was like, "Oh, what? I'm not old enough to have been somewhere else for 20 years. Like,
It's like a weird stat, isn't it? You're like,
yeah,
what?
yeah,
Even though I could count it based on the
yeah,
jobs I've had and stuff, but
yeah.
even so, yeah.
That's crazy. It's just crazy. All right. Did you have any other honorable mentions?
Yes, I've got
Oh
four.
yeah, I've got one
Uh,
actually.
so I've got Bowfinger.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I've got 48 hours and another 48 hours because they
Yeah,
are great fun.
they are good fun. Nick Nolte, man. Wow.
Yeah.
When he was still coherent.
Oh, I love Nick Nolte though.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was great
He was a
fun.
great actor. He
Great.
was a great actor.
The other one. No, that was the other one.
Jeff
Gary
Bridges.
something.
Oh, Gary Busey.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Two more. So Daddy Daycare, I really
Then
enjoyed.
JK was good fun. Yeah. I would never leave my kids there, but it was good fun.
No, but good fun. And then one, do you know what? I watched a lot, and actually, even though she's gone a bit weird, Jada Pinkett Smith in it, she was just, when you were a young girl, you were
Oh
like
yeah, at the time she
wanted to
was.
look like her.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious, Nutty Professor.
Yes, of course.
Great film.
Great film. Like I said, the soundtrack is unbelievable. If you get a chance, just go back. All right. Just go into your Apple Music or Spotify, whichever, put in the Nutty Professor soundtrack and just have a listen to some songs.
Oh, is that what you said earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something I've not heard of.
No, no, no. No, the
Oh,
Nutty
I didn't
Professor.
hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, Nutty Professor
I
one.
used to watch it all the time. I loved
Yeah,
it. Hated him
yeah,
as a knob.
yeah,
He's so cocky and arrogant and confident, and he's
yeah.
all like fumbly. And then obviously you got the he plays
So,
all of the family, doesn't he?
yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
But
Do you
yeah,
know
yeah.
do you know he had to audition for each character?
No,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know. Same, I think it was same that happened in Norbit and
Oh yeah, no, but silly.
yeah, something else. Yeah. So in a lot of the films where he played multiple characters, he had to audition for each role.
Wow, bit harsh.
Yeah, but then just shows how talented he is.
Yeah, to still be given it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, great. I really enjoyed Night Professor.
yeah.
Um,
And the other one I had, it's a bit of a newer one, and I'm spending quite a bit of time on this, but it's called Imagine That. So Imagine That is one where his daughter, he's a tycoon, whatever, advertising tycoon, and his daughter starts like drawing stuff, and then she has this blanket where she goes into a special world, and whatever she does starts come to life.
Under the blanket or in real life?
in real life. So things she does like with this blanket, under the blanket, and like, oh yeah, in fact, under the blanket, she speaks to her imaginary friend, and then the friend gives this like advice, and then it will come true, and it just goes to the film where he
I
is
want that
like
to happen to me.
he's trying to spend more time with his daughter, but he's obviously figuring out like, hang on, she's giving him good tips for work.
Oh.
Yeah. So at one point he goes in there, my goga. That's what she calls the blanket. So I think it's one I watched with Leah. So Leah's like 12 now. So it came out a couple of years ago.
Say, God, I remember when she was like 5 or something.
I know. She's gonna be 13 in summer.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Madness. All right. So thank you for that, Eddie Murphy. We
Yes.
obviously love your work. Hopefully one day we'll meet you and you'll be on the show. And tell us. We'll just run back and forth between jokes between raw and delirious.
Yeah, no censoring on this show.
Yeah. All right. So there's no point in saying what you've been watching. We know what you've been watching.
Yeah.
It's been the Euros.
Oh my God. Oh, I loved every second of it, to be fair. Not just last night's game, but I've just loved the competition. I adored having a game on that I was actually interested in, because there's something about countries playing as opposed to just like, I don't watch every Premiership game. I don't watch I just don't. I love going and watch Bournemouth play.
Yeah.
And that's it, other than England. But the Euros, just, love it. Yesterday's game. Woo.
What a nail biter.
Goodness me. So I mean, their goal was great, right? I think anyone that said Pickford should have done better is being harsh. That was a great goal.
He was falling down and he still managed to ping a shot from outside the box.
I thought we responded really well because it was the best Foden. So first half, they were very different halves. First half, excellent.
Yeah.
I thought Foden played the best he's played all tournament. He's in exactly where he should be. They kept getting in forward. How the poor lad didn't score is beyond me.
Yeah.
And we just kept going forward. Yeah, a few mistakes, but really enjoyed that. It was definitely a penalty. You would be given that as a card and a kick anywhere else on the field, right?
I don't know. We're lucky we got the penalty. Do we
care?
But don't care. They got the penalty. Sweet.
Exactly. Posed did it. Because he doesn't. Oh, this is such a frustrating thing about him, is that he doesn't actually bring much. No. He just doesn't. Like, he's often not even where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that Gareth is prepared to take him off.
Yeah. Only now. I think a lot of the scrutiny has made that happen.
Because he doesn't have that press. He doesn't have that. No. Like Palmer. Oh my God, the guy just loves getting forward.
Yeah.
Give me the ball and let me create something.
Yeah, Mamendu, Saka, all of them. They just literally have.
Saka, bless him. Oh yes, because obviously his goal was disallowed for offside for the earlier guy.
What happened was, I remember it was near the end, and they said, "All right, cool, they're gonna do subs," and it was like They said Saka was probably coming up, and I said to Mark, we were watching the game. I said, "Oh, please let Saka bang one in before they take him off." And all of a sudden, within 30 seconds, he banged one in, and I was like, "Yeah!"
Like, what have I manifested?
Yeah. And then they pulled it back, and I was like, "God,
I know, I was gutted for it, but they did a great job of stifling us in the second half. Like, I was like, "This is awful. We've gone back to sideways, backwards." So I'm super pleased that he gave the subs enough time, and again, absolutely brilliant substitutions. I was a bit like, "Why are you taking so fast?" But fresh legs, both of them, literally set him up. And I heard in his interview, Ollie Watkins was like, "Oh, I told Palmer at half time that we'd go on and he'd set me up."
Yeah. I think he meant with a bird, but
But they are hungry, right? Those youngins are hungry, and they're so talented. They absolutely have it to back them up and back themselves up. So
Yeah, it's a lot of, but again, it's a lot of pressure, especially following what happened in the last after the last tournament. You know, it's a lot of pressure on their shoulders.
It is, but how confident were our penalty takers?
I
Dude,
don't.
I've never
I
seen anything like it.
I'd say it was calmness. There was a calmness, but I can pretty much I can imagine inside they were shaking.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go Caesar Milan. You say calm, I say confident. He says
Yeah,
calm confidence.
yeah,
Um, Dude, they were incredible. And I
yeah,
almost feel better.
yeah,
Like I expect us to win every penalty shootout. And
yeah,
after watching that, I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys are like, they're well up for it.
yeah. There was a lot
You
of
do have to be confident.
there was a lot of poise, most definitely. But you know, especially when Saka stepped up, you know, my heart was like, oh, not just because don't forget Saka's an Arsenal boy.
Oh, so
So
you doubly love him.
yeah, so like I said, obviously after the last tournament, the treatment that he received,
Oh, dude, I know.
a treatment that a lot of them received, you know, I was very much like, I was almost at the point like, don't play for England, just
Yeah, just fuck him. Fuck
yeah,
him.
yeah. And obviously
Do you know
now,
that? I can't even begin to comprehend. So, and again, Lineker and Shearer were saying
yeah,
exactly the same thing. They were like, replicate, you cannot replicate this feeling. You
yeah,
just can't. Like,
yeah,
that nothing prepares you for the atmosphere, how you're going to feel in that moment, the
yeah,
walk up, like everything, whichever number you are.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Like
And for
the
him,
keep,
especially.
yeah, the keeper like just jumping around in front of you, the crowd baying,
Oh
and then
man.
like the last one, like Ivan Tony, the no look penalty was just like, what is going on here? He must have balls the size of the footballs on the
Hey.
field.
But that's how he practices it, right?
Yeah,
He's like he says, he's like, I'm not just doing it for fun. I literally practice it like that.
yeah.
All the memes that came after that and the
No,
videos
no,
of him
I've been
doing
hilarious.
every
Yeah.
they were good. And
Yeah.
it was so
So
nice because you actually also saw how genuinely how together
yeah,
the squad looked. Like even
yeah,
in the gym, they
yeah,
really did look super close. And I know they know each other from other big clubs, but they don't
yeah.
all play for the same club.
No, no, that's the
They
thing.
don't spend loads of time together.
I think that's where potentially their youth helps them. Where a lot of times when I look at
Yeah,
England, I think they play very much as individuals because it's very rare to get that many English players together on a team anyway.
yeah,
Since like the
good.
sort of like the Nevilles, Ferdinand, Beckham, Scholes, Lampard, all those guys who played
Yeah,
domestically,
Terry.
Terry, like together. So it's like since then we haven't had a team like
You're
that.
right. It's been very like all bit of both, but
Yeah.
not
So
quite
now
working.
all these players play for the biggest clubs around the world. They even put some playing in Germany. Obviously, a bunch
Yeah.
of playing in Spain. The odd few sprinkled around the UK, two in Arsenal.
Oh man, I am so nervous, but
Yeah,
so looking forward to Sunday. I'm almost like, look, we got there. We haven't done that for so long.
yeah,
We absolutely could finish it off. We're
yeah.
definitely the underdogs. Spain have been the best team of the
Team
tournament. They've been the
by
most
far,
free flowing, the most
and
scoring.
that 16-year-old freak of nature. You know what I mean? To like the response
Guy, so
for his
composed.
yeah when his goal went in, and I saw they panned to Mbappe, and Mbappe's face was like,
Even he was like, fair play.
yeah, yeah,
Fair play, mate.
like what is this? Who's
That
this
was
kid?
history book stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, who's this kid that they built in a lab?
That has played the tournament and been outstanding at 16.
Yeah,
I messaged our football group. I was like, do you remember what you were doing at 16?
yeah, yeah. I mean, so
We were
like
like
obviously,
being total knobs down at the
yeah,
pier or something.
yeah, yeah. And like, do you know? Obviously, when we first were, I'm old enough to know when Michael Owen first got on field at 18. And same with Rooney. I think Rooney might
Yeah.
have been 17, 18 at the time as well. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
this
A
young
couple of
kid.
them have definitely come in young, but
Yeah,
16?
16. In the Spanish
Amazing.
side,
Amazing.
in the Spanish side, and gone international and playing like playing international football at 16. That's unheard of. In the senior
Yeah.
team, not even under 21s, the senior
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, the kid's incredible. So I think it's definitely going to be tough.
Yeah,
They will 1,000% come at us.
yeah.
Hopefully, we do the same.
I
I
think
do
that's all we
think
can.
we defend better when we attack better, but
Yeah, I think the only way to do this for England is to try and go for a goal fest.
yeah,
Like
I don't think anybody
you
would be
cannot.
upset with them if they just literally went for it.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think there's no way you can do the usual style of bang one in and then put 10 men behind the ball.
Oh my God, no! Because
Not
every time
because
we invite the goal
yeah,
every time.
because Spain will carve you up. Even if you've
Yeah,
got 11 men in the box, they will carve you up and
yeah,
score.
they'll get in there still.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't wait though. Literally
yeah.
can't wait. My sister will be like, "Can you stop talking about football, please?" We're
So
done. And the
England,
Wimbledon final for any tennis
yeah, yeah,
lovers. I believe it's
yeah,
also the Wimbledon final this weekend. So
yeah. So yeah, England could do it. I just think it's gonna have to take. It's gonna have to be Flair versus Flair in this one. They
yeah,
cannot
and I
be.
hope, I really hope, I hope he literally just says to them,
Yeah,
"You got
just
yourselves
tell
here, guys. Go and enjoy
just
it."
just tell Saka every time he gets the ball, if he cuts in, bang it from wherever.
And Foden, get the ball to Foden. The guy
Yeah,
nearly
yeah.
scored 4
Oh,
goals.
yeah.
Like,
His shot, which curled around and was hit the outside the post, was just
yeah,
filthy.
and we haven't seen the best of Bellingham. I know he's
No,
scored goals, but we have
yeah,
not seen him at his peak. And
no,
so if he suddenly has an outstanding game, then
yeah.
it's definitely on.
He plays in Spain, so this might be his thing to he might just go unleash her.
Yeah, it might weirdly suit him in some way.
Yeah, yeah. He'll understand the Spanish game and just be able to carve through the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Mm.
All right. Have you watched anything else?
Nothing of note. I did watch so just my normal weekly programs. Doing
Yeah.
House of Dragons, Mayor of Kingstown.
You
Um
did say you started The Boys.
oh yes! And I'm totally up to date.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, obviously one's come out today. Or
Oh,
yeah,
I've not
so
done that one. Yeah, so I did the one where Butcher realizes that
that
his
it's
brain
all
is
yeah, 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 yeah,
he has been seeing people that
yeah,
are
yeah,
not there.
yeah,
Now, I believe he knew that she wasn't there because he
yeah.
knows,
Because she's gone, yeah,
but I feel like he didn't realize
yeah,
his mate,
yeah,
and
Kessler,
that could be my take.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been really good.
yeah.
I've
So I know
thoroughly
a lot of
enjoyed
people.
it. You're right.
Obviously, I know a lot of people complained in the beginning, saying it's not up there with them. I think for me,
I really liked it.
The Boys is literally the best um take on superheroes that's been put on TV
Yeah.
ever.
Starlight's face has gone a little bit,
Yeah, because she had her nose done, and obviously she's had some work done, which is actually a lot of people complaining about.
a little bit, you
Yeah,
know, but I don't mind. And oh my God, the whole Huey's dad.
use that. What what an episode, right?
At first, I was like, "This is horrific."
Yeah,
I like Huey is never going to recover from this. And then I was so pleased
yeah,
that they got the chance
yeah,
to
yeah,
say goodbye, say the thing that he wanted to hear, and tell him he loved him. And he actually
yeah,
died not remembering the horrible things that had happened
yeah,
the last 20 minutes.
yeah. That was mad, just
It
running
was
around, ending up in centric people and stuff like that. So,
yeah, and he's
but
got his mother back.
yeah,
So
because I know in the comics there's a character who had something similar happen to them, and
it was awful. Dude,
yeah,
it was horrible.
yeah,
He played it so sweetly as well. Like his dad was such a sweetheart, right?
yeah.
And I think it always rings true. Like Huey was obviously getting annoyed that his dad would phone to talk to him for a little bit about his favorite book, and you're all like, "Oh, I can't be bothered," and you're
yeah,
like, "They could literally be gone tomorrow. Just
yeah.
take the call."
Yeah, I know for a fact that my mom told me the same stories over and over again, but I don't care.
I will
I just
take it.
I just listen to them because
Yeah.
I've got friends who've, lost my partner lost her mom last year, and it's just like
Oh
you have
no.
to. Yeah, so yeah, last October, and it's like you literally.
Honestly can't even imagine it. I just
Yeah,
can't.
so I didn't know even before then, like even because my mom's health isn't the best, so I was just trying. Even when she told me the same story, I was like, I listened to it like it's the first time.
Yeah, I know. So brilliant series. I don't know
Yeah,
why anybody's complaining about it. I
obviously
have
the obviously the
thoroughly
French
enjoyed it.
obviously the Frenchy thing was a bit weird.
I
So
didn't mind it. I
it's
know
like,
you were like, what? And
yeah,
I was like, I thought it was quite sweet.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't mind it. I didn't mind
It
it.
didn't mind it, but it was just a bit like, why now? Like,
I just thought to myself, Frenchie, why have you gone for the guy that you did that to?
the one,
You
exactly.
literally don't want yourself to be happy.
Yeah, so, but yeah,
And
it's
I
been,
love him. He's still adorable.
yeah, and Homeland, how crazy is Homeland? Like, Homelander,
Oh,
like,
he's fantastic.
every time he's on the screen, you just do not know what's going to happen.
For me, the absolute insane like juxtaposition of the fact that he could kill the whole world
Yeah,
and it would take 20 of them to stop
yeah,
him.
yeah,
And then the minute he gets a little bit of breast milk in his face, he's fucking
exactly.
sucking on a tit like a baby
Yeah,
on a couch
yeah,
for I'm just like, it's
yeah. Apart from the milk,
mind-blowingly brilliant.
apart from the milk bit, I totally understand.
Oh, when he went back to the place,
Yeah,
he was like, just get
yeah,
in there.
yeah. And like Tech Knight, obviously, is a play. Tech Knight is a play on he in the comics. He is a mixture of Batman and Iron Man,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, and obviously they don't really show because his suit that he normally wears is pretty much like an Iron Man suit.
Right. They
But in the
getting
comics,
a bit close.
yeah, in the comics though, he's exactly how he was in the boys' show,
Oh, okay.
an absolute degenerate.
Because and you're right, because neither, I mean, Iron Man obviously with his core, but
Yeah,
before that, it was just the fact that they were both had loads of money and were
yeah,
clever.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't actually have any superpowers. Yeah. Oh, nice, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see like within the episode how they kept taking digs at DC and Marvel. Like when they posted all their movies and stuff like that, they use the same sort of timeline that Marvel uses. And like they're showing like reboots and all those sort of things. So
Yeah.
the boys is I think
Brilliant.
it's
I'm
great.
so pleased.
That
Yeah.
and Invincible Prime have really outdone themselves.
Yeah. No, thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I did watch a little rom-com
Yeah.
with Anyone But You.
Okay.
The guy from Top Gun, who was in the other film that I
Oh yeah,
watched.
yeah, yeah,
Terrible at names, just gonna find it. And then the really pretty girl from um who was in the Nun thing that you watched, the Nun horror thing.
yeah. Okay.
She was like the lead woman.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the none thing.
Watched that recently at the cinema.
Yeah.
Give me 2 secs. Anyone? Sydney Sweeney,
Okay.
little cutie pie, and Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
It's just a really sweet, funny,
Yeah.
adorable rom-com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
So the other
And then
things I
I'm like,
watched.
oh.
You watching it? Yeah, the other things I watched was obviously I'm still watching Inside Job, which I told you to watch.
You did. But I watched The Boys instead, but you
Yeah.
can forgive me and then I'll
Oh yeah, the
the other
boys.
one.
As long as you're caught for the boys, I'm happy. I watched Furiosa.
Oh, what did you think?
Oh, Anna Taylor, great.
Yeah.
Decent action scenes. All the action scenes with the vehicles involved, great.
All pretty good.
It was overall reasonably good. Chris Hemsworth, like I don't know his what he was on about. I think they just said to him, try to be Thor, but don't be Thor. Like, but don't be Thor from Thor 1 and 2 or even 3. Try and be Thor from like Thor 4. Complete twat. Like, I don't know what they gave him this fake nose. Like half the movie,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure the
what he,
prosthetics and stuff were needed, but I don't know. I just I don't fancy it.
half the movie, I don't know what he was on about.
Mm.
I could see why I could see why she wanted to kill him. I would have killed him too. Yeah, I don't know. He just rubbed me up the wrong way.
Yeah.
Apart from like her in the action scenes, the rest of it was pretty dismal.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
gonna wait
watched
till it's out
a
on my
good
cinema.
movie on Prime though called Land of Bad with Chris Hemsworth's brother Luke.
Oh, okay.
So Land of Bad for
Well, the
me
lesser
is
known.
the lesser known is a very good military movie. So it is a movie about extracting a asset that's been kidnapped, but
Yeah, I love that stuff though.
yeah. So obviously Chris has got his version, which is It's called
Extraction.
Extraction. Yeah, yeah.
Both of them,
Are pretty good.
big thumbs
Are
up, mate.
pretty damn
Really
good.
enjoyed them. Yeah.
So, but if you watch Extraction, he's so elite. Like he almost feels like can't be touched.
Yeah. Yeah.
Land of Bad has Russell Crowe, and
Oh.
it shows vulnerability in this. It shows that missions aren't perfect. It shows that a lot of the military guys, they are elite, but bad things can happen.
Yeah, there's only so much you can plan and prepare for, because some
Yeah,
missions, they even know going into them, they've only got 60% of the information, right?
yeah, yeah. So like, they've even got Ricky Whittle in it from like American Gods and Hollyoaks. Yeah, he's in it. He plays a badass. Some of his sniper shots are insane.
Ooh. That sounds like a film I'd like, though. I
Yeah,
love all that.
I think you'd really enjoy it. And like I said, they do end up at times getting caught. They do get tortured in it. And then, but even when they get out, say if they get out the torturing scenarios, it's not like how it is with normal movies where like they'll call a guy over and fucking headbutt them through like a metal post. It was like legit. Like you feel like they are fucked. That is it.
Yeah.
Like something special got to happen for you to get out of the situation.
Yeah. I remember, SEAL Team, my favorite that I've
Yeah.
mentioned before, and one of the main guys gets captured and is tortured for a really long time, and it's hot, like it's awful, because you know what they're going through, and they do have a mission to obviously get him back, and he's just like a shell of himself when they're trying to rescue him, like, and just this thing on his face, but then you're like, oh my god, it's gonna be so difficult to get out of where they are. It was so tense. And then you do have all the aftermath of that PTSD, basically.
Yeah, I think it's on Prime. I think you'd really enjoy Land of Bad. And I like the fact that the villain, they don't make it just seem like he's just a bad guy for nothing. He has the bad guys have a great monologue within it. And it shows that situations send people in certain directions.
Yeah, in different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. And it talks about how the world police, which country would think they're the world police, cause situations, and sometimes these are the repercussions for your actions. I'm not advocating and saying, yeah, you should do that, but this is this is what happens when you do certain things.
Yeah.
And people will use the resources that they have to fight back in any way they can. I'm not saying I support that notion, but when you stick your nose in people's business, sometimes the business will bite you. And
I'll give that a look this weekend.
And I like the fact that movie sort of like was very well rounded.
Yeah, not too unbelievable.
Yeah. And recently I've just started watching a program called Supacell on Netflix.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. So Supacell, I would say, is a mixture of, say, The Boys. No, I wouldn't say The Boys. I'll say Top Boy meets Misfits.
Okay. Yeah. I remember Misfits. And I watched the season of Top Boy.
Yeah, so it's kind of set in South London. And it's like a bunch of people start realizing that they have abilities.
Oh.
Yeah. And I like the fact that it is set in South London, and it is set, like a sort of more of a ethnic, urban, like that crowd. But it kind of shows like what would happen if in that community powers did start to manifest.
Yeah. And how quickly it might also happen.
Yeah. And I like the fact that, the moral compass is easily tested.
Yeah.
Because I know myself, if I got certain powers, my moral compass would definitely be tested.
Yeah, I think when you're presented with more opportunities and stuff than usual, and potentially, for me, it's that whole getting away with it, right? If you're going to be able to, would you? Probably.
Yeah.
As long as it was a nice thing, pretty much.
I know for a fact I wouldn't want to hurt I wouldn't hurt anyone. My intention would never be to hurt
innocent anyone. People.
Yeah, innocent people.
I would caveat that with innocent.
Yeah. I wouldn't hurt any innocent. Any quote unquote innocent people wouldn't be hurt, But sometimes they may be collateral. Definitely
here for the scumbags.
Yeah. yeah, but yeah. So far, I'm about a few episodes in. It's really good.
Worth sticking with. Oh,
Yeah. So, uh, let's do one screenshot before we wrap up today.
yeah.
All right.
Which
So
one are you going to pick?
let's go for your one. Should we go for
Oh,
blue pill, red pill?
yeah.
So, blue pill, red pill. So on the blue pill side, you get, I think these are all games. You
Yeah,
get,
this is hard. And you probably even know most of these as
yeah,
well,
Jack
even
and
though you're not much
Daxter,
of a gamer.
Mortal Kombat, Crash Bandicoot, Super Mario. I'm guessing that will contain all of them. Metroid. Oh, Metroid. Oh, God, that takes me back. Call of Duty, which is my brother's favorite game. Saints Row, Silent Hill, which scared the crap out of me. Like I only
Yeah,
played
yeah,
it a few
same.
times because obviously Resident Evil ruined me. So Silent Hill
Yeah,
was just like a bit too
I
far.
won't play it.
Like Diablo, World of Warcraft, which is cool. Pokemon, I didn't really.
Yeah.
Pokemon wasn't for me, but I know a lot of people did. And Zelda,
It's massive, right?
yeah, yeah. The Elder Scrolls, I love that game. It's such a big open world. But the thing is, on the red pill
Oh,
side, you
so
had Sonic,
hard.
Street Fighter, Battlefield, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, League of Legends, Fortnite, which I enjoy playing with my son and stuff like that. Fallout, Final Fantasy, Gran Turismo, love Gran Turismo, and obviously Grand Theft Auto.
Halo, Sonic. Oh my God.
So I know it's very tough because I love Mortal Kombat and stuff like that and Elder Scrolls. But for me, simply because of the fact that Grand Theft Auto is on one side,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go down there because Rockstar have my two favorite games of all time over there.
So difficult, right? So Sonic was probably my all-time like favorite when
Yeah,
I was younger. I even had like a little handheld game and I
yeah,
just never got off it.
yeah,
Absolutely loved it. I played Battlefield, but it's a little bit too realistic. I don't like the music.
yeah.
Street Fighter, great fun.
Like me with Cammy, you're dead.
And Halo and Tomb Raider, even Gran Turismo, I don't play. So
Yeah,
you're right. Technically, Grand Theft Auto, we have had so much fun with over the
yeah.
years, and everybody's waiting for the next one, right?
Oh my, I'm gonna
Next
take
year?
three. I'm gonna take a month of work.
Yeah, honestly, because there's so much to do.
Yeah,
Like, you can do some races or you can do
yeah,
some challenges, and then you can
yeah,
just have a one-on-one, like with just hand fighting between your mates or like
yeah,
trying to get each other from across the map and
yeah.
just love it. But oh, I don't know, because Crash Bandicoot, cute. Me and my sister used to play.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. How can you not have
Of course,
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat?
Kombat and Uncharted as well. I loved Uncharted.
Yes, yeah. However, I also didn't play Pokemon, and I've never played Super Mario. Never,
Are you a
ever
terrorist?
played Super Mario ever in my whole life.
Are you a terrorist?
Ever.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Wow. What about Mario Kart?
but also Call of Duty
Yeah.
slash, Modern Warfare, I play
Yeah.
would be the one I play the most with my friends.
Yeah.
Just don't know if I can leave Sonic out, mate. I think I might have to go red pill because if I'm thinking personal, then I would play Sonic the most, and
Yeah.
then it would be split between Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
So, and I think Grand Theft Auto, if anything, is just so much more fun.
Yeah. So yeah. So unfortunately, blue pill, you're done. Red pill
Yeah,
is the one.
doubling up on the red pill.
All right. That's a great question from geeksgamers.com. So guys, I'll post this up. Let us know what you choose, blue pill or red pill. All right. Let's wrap it there. We've got a weekend of footy coming up.
Can't wait.
Fingers crossed, England will pull it off. Could you imagine how drunk everyone's going to be on Monday? Well, win or lose,
No,
but
I might. Oh, yeah, I know. Everyone was like, "Are you
definitely,
coming into the office on Monday?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't I?" And they were like,
yeah,
"Are you not just going to be wasted?" So I
yeah.
was like,
If,
"No,
if,
I'll be too nervous to drink."
yeah, if England pull off a win, I think you're
Oh
gonna.
my God.
I
I'm
think you're
sure
gonna.
the streets will like,
Yeah, you're gonna have to check the Richter scale because I think the country will just go nuts.
Oh my God, honestly, I just can't. I can't even imagine. Half of me is like, oh, Spain have been so good. They probably
Yeah,
will beat us, but I'm
yeah,
so happy. And half of me likes the fact that that means that I'm then not going to be like crazy, crazy sad.
yeah.
But then the little bit goes, oh my God, but we might do it.
We might do it. We might do it, and Saka's gonna score a hat trick.
Saka needs another goal. Foden needs to score.
Yeah,
Bellingham needs to have the game of his life.
yeah,
Back four need to literally like Stones and probably be
yeah.
Gay, won't it? That he puts in, I
Stones
imagine.
has been playing like, oh, he's a beast. He is solid at
And
the back.
Pickford needs to be on point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So come on, England. All right, everyone. We're gonna wrap it there. Thanks for joining us for another one, and we'll be back next week. All right, everyone. Take care, and everyone be good. If you can't be good, be the best at being bad. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And let us know your top 3 Eddie Murphy movies.